Okay, today's topic is the binomial expansion, but as we know that topic already we have done in the pure mathematics 1. So first of all, I will explain what's the difference of binomial expansion or the binomial theorem in P1 pure mathematics 1 and P2. Binomial expansion or binomial theorem. Just we have to revise the concept of the binomial theorem in previous class or in pure mathematics 1. Binomial theorem. As we know that in AS level, we have this information. If we have A plus B raised to power n, then I will get NC0, A raised to power n, B raised to power 0. That's the revision of AS level of the pure mathematics 1. Then we have NC1, A raised to power n minus 1 and B raised to power 1. Plus NC2, A raised to power n minus 2 and B raised to power 2. And so on. And that process will be continued unless we will get the same terms of this binomial coefficient. NCn, A raised to power 0 and B raised to power n. For this example, just I have expand a smaller quantity, just like this one. If we have 1 plus 2x raised to power, suppose that 3. I will expand this one as 3C0, 1 raised to power 3 and 2x raised to power 0, if I'm not wrong. Then I will get NC1. NC1 means 3C1, 1 raised to power 2 and 2x raised to power 1. Similarly, I will get 3C2, 1 raised to power 1 and 2x raised to power 1. The last term I will get 3C3 and 1 raised to power 0, 2x raised to power 3. That is expansion with respect to the AS method or AS level. Now, where is the difference? In all the AS levels, whenever we have to expand, the whole power must be this whole power, that must be positive. And the second condition is that non-fractional form. It is a condition that when we are applying this theorem, we must have the whole power must be positive, and the whole power must be non-fractional form. Now, just we have this one. This whole power is the binomial coefficients. These are NC0, 3C0, 3C1, 3C2, 3C3. These are called the binomial coefficients. If these are the binomial coefficients, we can find with the help of the calculator. But if we have the whole power is other than positive numbers, just like we have this one, 1 plus 2x raised to power minus 1. Then what will happen? Minus 1C0 plus minus 1C1 plus minus 1C2 and so on. But when you use the calculator, these values will not be calculated with the help of the calculator. So these values will not exist. The calculator will say the maths error. Similarly, if I have this one, 1 plus 2x raised to power 1 by 2, then I have 1 by 2c0, then I have 1 by 2c1, then I have 1 by 2c2. Again, these values will not be given with the help of the calculator. So, whenever the power of binomial, the whole power is negative, just like this one. And when the whole power is 1 by 2 in a fraction, just like this one. So in both the cases, the result of the AS level is not applicable. So if the result of AS is not applicable, then how we will solve the questions having negative power or the having power other than fractions, or with the fractions, then what will you solve? Now I will explain the things over here. AS method is up to over here. The whole power of the binomial must be positive and must be non-fractional. And the second thing that this expansion is finite. Number of terms are given. This fraction is finite. Number of fractions are given. Number of terms are given. There must be 2 terms, 4 terms, 3 terms, 10 terms, 20 terms, 1,000 terms. The terms will be given. So now I will discuss the binomial expansion with second concept. Binomial expansion of the second one is, now I will write the statement, then we have to apply this statement in our questions. So first you have this theorem, 1 plus x raised to power n. You have to remember this result, this statement. No doubt this statement is already given in the formula sheet, MF9 sheet. You have to write first place is 1 always, plus nx, plus n into n minus 1 over 2 factorial into x square. And then we have n into n minus 1 times n minus 2 divided by 3 factorials x cubed and plus so on. This formula is very easy to understand because every term have a specific relation with the previous term, and this formula having some conditions. What are the conditions? I will write over here. The first condition is that this formula is only applicable when we have the whole power is negative or fraction or both. First condition is that n, the whole power, will be negative. The first condition, or fractional form, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 7 by 8, minus 3 by 7, etc. Fractional or both. Third one is, the second condition is that the condition, the constant term, within whole power must be 1. Within whole power must be 1. That is the second condition. And the third one is, this expansion is infinite series. Its expansion is infinite series. Means on the right hand side, we have the dotted line, means that pattern you have to follow unless the last term is not given. There will be no last terms. But the terms with respect to the expansion you can calculate. Its expansion is infinite. So these three conditions to apply this formula, the first one is the whole power must be is equal to the negative or fraction or both. The second condition is that the first term of the expansion within the whole expansion, the constant term, that must be 1. Now I will solve 2-3 examples to understand the concept. Question is, find first 4 terms of expansion 1 plus 2x raised to power minus 1. To understand this concept, to apply this knowledge, I will explain 2 things. First of all, I am explaining the theorem, the statement of the binomial expansion in the first one, is the first rectangle. Where is the first rectangle? That is the first rectangle. Every term is linked with the previous term. What's the meaning of this one? Every term is linked with the previous term. Suppose over here, you have this one is 1 is the first term. Then you have the nx. N means the whole power. And x means the second term. Remember these things. These 2 things are very important. N means the whole power and x means the second term. Next we have n times n minus 1. How many factors are given in the numerator? There are 2 factors. The first factor is n, the second factor is n minus 1. So there are 2 factors. How many factors? There are 2 factors. If there are 2 factors, then you have to write 2 factorial as denominator. Then you have to write the square of second term, not the x square. That you have to remember as the square of the second term. Then the third term will be n as it is. N means the whole power as it is. Multiply by n minus 1. You have to subtract 1 from the power. Then you have to subtract 1 from the previous term. N minus 1. Then minus 1 becomes minus 2. How many factors in the numerator? There are 3 factors and divided by 3 factorials. And then you will take the x cube. How many factors? 1, 2, 3 factors, and denominator contains 3 factorial. Then what's this x cube? This is not the x cube. That is the cube of the second term. Is it clear? Any doubt? No, I will explain this question with the help of this formula. Just observe over here. I have this one is find first 4 terms. This means find first 4 terms. A term is defined as the expression within the plus or minus sign, between plus or minus sign. So 1 plus 2x raised to power, that is minus 1. First of all, I have to consider the condition of the binomial. What is the condition of the binomial? N will be negative. No doubt, the whole power, this one is the negative. Very good. The second one is the constant term will be 1. Yes, it is also satisfied. This constant term is 1. The third condition is its expansion is infinite. Okay, now you will apply this formula. These 2 conditions are satisfied. Now I can apply this formula. How you will apply this formula? I will make the spaces and we have to fill these spaces step by step. First of all, you have to write the 1 according to the formula. Then I have 2 spaces. The first space is this one. The second space is this one. What is the second term over here? That is nx. N means the whole power. That is equal to minus 1. X means the second term. We have to write the second term as it is. That is 2x. That becomes 1 plus nx. N means the whole power. X means the second term. Then you have to write n as it is. And you have to subtract 1 from this minus 1. Minus 1, minus 1. That is called n times n minus 1. Divided by how many factors are given in numerator. How many factors are given in the numerator? So there are two factors, 1 and 2. So you have 2 factorial. Then you have to write the square of second term. What is the square of second term? Is 2x whole square. The third term, that is the third term. No, I have to find the fourth term. What's the fourth term? Is minus 1. First factor, minus 1, minus 1. Second factor, and minus 2. Minus 1, minus 2. Third factor. Now I have how many factors? 3 factors in denominator. Then I have the cube of third term. The third term is 2x whole cube. So there is no need to move the forward because we need up to third term, up to fourth term. One is considered as a single term. I will write 1 as it is, multiply by minus 1 2 times, it will be minus 2x plus minus 1 times minus 2 and divided by 2 factorial. As we know that 2 factorial is equal to the 2 multiplied by 1. Means factorial means the product of that number with all its preceding natural numbers. All its preceding natural numbers, that becomes 2 into 1. And what's the answer? 2x whole square. It becomes 4x square. Then we have minus 1. The fourth term is minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3. Divided by 3 factorial. 3 factorial means 3 multiplied by all its preceding natural numbers. What are the preceding natural numbers? 2 into 1. A dot means multiplication. And we have 2x cube means 8x cube. And you have to follow this pattern up to infinite series. So now you have 1 minus 2x. Some terms will be cancelled out, just like this one. 2 is cancelled by this one, 2. 3 is cancelled by this one, 3. 2 cancelled by 2. So I will get minus into minus. There are 2 minus, it becomes plus 4x square. And how many minus? 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. It becomes 3 minus. So you will get the 8x cube and so on. That is the first example, how you will simplify, how you will solve, how you will expand. So you have this expansion 1 minus 2x plus 4x square minus 8x cube and so on. These are the expansion of the first 4 terms. Of this one is 1 plus 2x raised to power minus 1. Now I have to solve another example so that you can understand the things. My second question, my second part is, now I will, to explain this one, I will erase the board. I'm erasing the board, so I will get the second question number 2. Expand into ascending power of x, ascending power of x up to and including x cube. So we have to expand up to x cube. Whenever you have the statement ascending power of x, whenever you have the statement ascending power of x, this means the question is, you have to solve, you have to expand with the help of the binomial expansion. Because the binomial expansion is when we arrange is the ascending power of x. So my first question is this one, 1 plus 2x raised to power, or you can write this one as square root or cube root. That is called square root. Now, what will you do to solve this one? We know that whenever you have the raised to power 1 by 2 or square root, both the things are same. I will solve with the help of suppose green marker. So I will write this one as under root 1 plus 2x is equal to the 1 plus 2x raised to power 1 by 2. Now I have to apply the formula. First, I will write the spaces for this expansion, and then you have to use the calculator a lot so that when the fractions are given, remember that you have to write, you have to solve with the help of the calculator. First of all, over here, I will write the formula 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 over 2 factorial into x square. Then you have the n into n minus 1 times n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial and x cube plus so on. We have this one is 1. When we apply this, first of all, I will write the spaces just like with the red marker. We have 1 as it is, then plus 2 spaces. The first space is for the whole power, that is 1 by 2. The second space is for second term, that is 2x. Plus n, we have to write 1 by 2. N minus 1 means 1 by 2 minus 1. Divided by 2 factorial times 2x raised to power 2. And the fourth term, that will include the x cube, and we have to stay up to here, x cube. So 1 by 2 times 1 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2 minus 2 divided by 3 factorials, and x cube means we have 2x raised to power 3 plus so on. That is equal to the 1 will remain as it is. This 2 and 2 cancel out. I will get only the terms x. Then we have 1 by 2 times 1 by 2 minus 1 becomes minus 1 by 2 divided by 2 into 1 and 4x cubed. Sorry, that becomes 4x squared. Then we have 1 by 2 times minus 1 by 2. And when you have solved with the help of the calculator, you will get the minus 3 by 2 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. And what's the answer of the 2x cube? It becomes 8x raised to power 3 plus so on. Just try to simplify with the help of the calculator with the same fractions. We have the 1 plus x. After cancellation, I will get minus 1 by 2x here. You have to use calculator a lot. You have to use calculator a lot. And in this case, you will get 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 3 by 2 will be cancelled out this one. And you will get the plus 1 by 2 x cubed. Just try to understand and calculate with the help of the calculator. My fractions are wrong or my fractions answer are correct. Now I will solve another example, because in this example, we have the expansion with the help of the 1 by 2, 2 by 3. Now I will make the different numbers. The second, my question is, not second, that the third question is, question number 3, the third part of the question is over here. If we have this one is 1 minus 3 by 2 raised to power minus 2. Now I have to solve the questions. I will observe which type of the terms I will get. That is equal to the, just I am erasing the board over here. The formula is the green marker already I have over here, is equal to the 1 as it is plus as it is. N means the whole power, x means the second term. Sorry, that is minus 3 by 2x. Minus 2 will be over here and minus 3 by 2 will be over here. So 1 plus nx plus n. N means minus 2. Then you have to write minus 2 into minus 2 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial. Into the square of second term, that is minus 3 by 2 whole square. Then the last term, because we have to expand up to x cube, minus 2 n minus 2 minus 1. Then I have minus 2 minus 2. 3 factorial means 3 dot 2 dot 1 into minus 3 by 2x whole cube plus so on. Now we have to simplify with the help of the calculator. So I will have to simplify with the help of the calculator. The first one is this 2 and minus 2 will be cancelled out. So I will get that is equal to the 1 minus into minus plus, because there are two minus. Even number of minus gives always positive sign. So plus 3x. Then I have the plus minus 2 in the numerator, minus 3 over here, divided by 2 into 1, and it becomes 9 by 4x square. Please check my method is correct or wrong. Then I have minus 2 as it is, minus 3 and minus 4. Because this one is the minus 2, this one is the minus 3, this one is minus 4. Divided by divided by 3 factorial means 3 dot 2 dot 1. Dot means the multiplication, and we have this a minus sign. The cube of 3 is 27. The cube of x is x cube, and the cube of 2 is 8, and plus so on. Now we have to simplify. As I said, always you have to use the calculator, just like this one. 2 is cancelled by this one. 3 is cancelled by this one. 2 is cancelled by this one. So what will you get? 1 as it is, plus as it is, 3x as it is, plus minus into minus become plus. It becomes 9 3s are 27 by 4x square. Then what should be the number over here? Then we have 3 cancel, this 2 cancel. I have this one minus 4 and minus 27. When I will multiply by 4 7s are 28, 4 2s are 8 plus 2 10. Over, there is a single number 8 and x cube plus so. That's the expansion of this one. Now the case number 1. As I said that there are two conditions to apply this binomial result. What are the condition? The first term within the whole power must be 1. The second condition is that the raised to power must be minus or fraction or in both. So that is the condition. What are the condition over here? Suppose that is equal to the 1 plus x raised to power n. So I have this one. That is the condition is over here. So whenever you have this expansion, the first term will be 1, the second term will be any other terms including x, the whole power will be negative or fraction or both. Now the case number 1, I am raising the board so that I will discuss the different policies. Case number 1, if the constant term is not equal to 1, if constant term is not equal to 1, is not equal to 1. Which type of question you will get? Just like this one, 4 plus 3x under root. Now, the question is expand up to and including the terms of x cubed. Expand up to and including the terms of x cubed. Expand up to and including the terms of x cubed. And if I want to write in a simple sentence, then I will say that expand first 4 terms. So I will start the question over here, just like this one, under root 4 plus 3x is equal to the 4 plus 3x raised to power 1 by 2. I have to write under root. I have to replace under root in terms of the exponents. That becomes 1 by 2. But I can't apply the formula over here. What's the formula is? The formula is this one. 1 plus x raised to power n is equal to the 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 over 2 factorial x square and plus so on. So that formula is only applicable when you have the whole power negative or fraction or both. Second thing is that you must have the first term will be 1. But the constant term, that is the variable x. And that is the constant term. That constant term must be 1. So I have to make it 1. How you will make it 1? You have to take common this constant term as it is. So I will take common 4 from here. I will get 1 plus 3 by 4x raised to power 1 by 2. Now it is the rule of mathematics when you are taking something common within the whole power, that whole power you have to write over here. So you will write 4 raised to power 1 by 2. I will get 4 raised to power 1 by 2 times 1 plus 3 by 4 x raised to power 1 by 2. And we know that 1 by 2 means under root or the square root. You can find with the help of the calculator, the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 4 is 2. So 2 times 1 plus 3 by 4x raised to power 1 by 2. Now I have to expand this one is equal to the, because all the condition has been fulfilled. What are the condition? The terms within the whole power must be 1. So this is the term within the whole power must be 1. The second term is the whole raised to power of the binomial expansion, that also will be fractional form or negative form or both. Now I will start from here. That becomes 1 as it is plus nx. N means 1 by 2. And x means the whole second term, that is 3 by 4x. Then we have n as it is according to the formula, n minus 1. How many factors? There are 2 factors. You have to write 2 factorials. Then you have to multiply by square of the second term. Second term is 3 by 4 x whole square. Then you have this one is 1 by 2 as it is because n 1 by 2 minus 1 into 1 by 2 minus 2 divided by, I will get the 3 factorials into 3 by 4 x whole raised to power 3 plus so on. What will you do over here? 1 as it is plus, when you multiply the fraction 1 by 2 by 3 by 4 with the help of the calculator, or the numerator will multiply by numerator and denominator will multiply by denominator, I will get 3 by 8x plus 1 by 2 as it is minus 1 by 2 divided by 2 into 1. All the terms you have to calculate with the help of the calculator. So over here you will get 3 means 9 over 16 x square. Again plus 1 by 2 as it is. Then 1 by 2 minus 1, it becomes minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus 2, it becomes minus 3 by 2. The whole divided by 3 factorial means 3 into 2 into 1. What's the cube of 3? That becomes 27. What's the cube of 4? That becomes 64. What's the cube of x is? That becomes x cube. And so on. Now you have to use calculator, simplify all the coefficients, and you will get the answer. What's the meaning of this one? 1 plus 3 by 8x. Plus, when you simplify, you will get, if I'm not wrong, you will get the minus sign. 9 by 128 x square. Please confirm it with the help of the calculator. And the next term will be 3 is cancelled by this 1.